Hello everybody, Tammy here. Welcome to my channel. I have an Ashton-Drake Galleries wedding doll. It's called, see on the box, somebody wrote 1900 Bride. So it's a bride doll. This is part of that group of dolls that somebody gave me, and I am trying to find homes for them if I don't keep them myself. And this is a big doll. I don't know if I can get this all in the shot or not. She is, where's my tape measure? Alright, so here is the certification information. I guess, yeah, her certificate of authenticity. She's number 6155F1. They don't really tell you how many of these dolls that they make. They usually just say something like there was 100 days of firing or something like that. But this is what she's supposed to look like out of the box, all set up. And she was, the artist is Phil Tomino. But yeah, she is quite a large doll. Let's see, did they tell you how tall she is in this? They don't. It just talks about she's supposed to be from the 1900s. Alright, so let's take my tape measure out here. Let's take her. She's a couple feet, I'd say. Yeah, so she is about, looks like about 19 inches long. Around 8 or so inches wide. So she's a big gal. Alright, we have her bouquet. Looks like it's little silk roses with some ribbon. Her dress looks like it's satin with lace trim. Can I just pull her out? Can I just pop? Yep, she's coming out. She is, oh, she's on a stand. Okay. The stand is around her waist. All right. I'm a big girl. In a big box. Oh, there's her veil. Let's lay her down here. So she is porcelain with, I believe, like a soft body. Got all these layers and layers and layers. She's on a stand. Oh, it's a saddle stand. She's got these long pantaloons on. And her shoes are painted on. Well, that's kind of handy. You're not going to lose her shoes. They're painted on her feet. Interesting. Right? And her, see, yeah, so she's starting to be soft right up here. So this part here is the porcelain part of her legs. And she's got the pantaloons with lace trim. And then this skirt, lace skirt thing. And then another skirt, and then another skirt with pink rose trim around it. Very, very elaborate. Let's take a long sleeved. Goodness. Very careful. Look at that hair. It's up in a bouffant-y kind of thing with curls on top, and she's got her little wedding crown thing on. Yeah, her arms move a little bit, but this is it. She's supposed to just be like this. Does her head move at all? No, her head doesn't even move. She just looks to the side. Interesting. So even her head will not move. All right. And she's got a hang tag that actually says Elizabeth on it. 1994 Ashton-Drake collection. The original issue in the an original issue in the From the Day Forward collection by Phil Tomino, artist. All right. And there you can see she's got this cameo in pearl necklace. This is attached, so it's not going to come off or anything. She's got pearl earrings. Let's look at the back of her. Oh my gosh. So the back of the dress looks like it has like a bustle kind of thing going on, or is that, yeah, it's pinned. You see how it's tacked down. And she has more those little roses. Oh, here's another one. Wowee. Holy cow. All right, so I'm going to kind of poof her up a little bit and take some straight on film of this big doll. I mean, she's not bigger than my Smart Dolls, but she's definitely tall. So let me get her all set up and I'll be right back and take a closer look at her. So here is the photograph of how she's supposed to look. You can see they have her hands holding on to the bouquet, but I could not get her hands to hold the bouquet. I could get one hand holding the bouquet, but I couldn't get these together. Maybe if you tied them together, they would work. But here she is. All right. Her name is, what did I say her name was? Her name is Elizabeth. Right. So she's Elizabeth, and she's the first in a series of dolls that all connect to each other. Here's the little blurb, and you might want to fast forward through this if this is boring, but for those who are interested, I thought, you know, they may want to hear the whole little narrative. In fact, let me show you her first, and then I'll do the blurb, and then we'll take another look, and I'll wrap things up. But you can see there's the top of her head. She's got the beautiful little pearl and cameo necklace. Like I said, this is actually like adhered, so it doesn't move. This is a beautiful satin dress with the lace. This is underneath it. This is like an extra layer. All right, so you can style it so it kind of comes out a little bit. And then she's got this bustle style train, and this, you're gonna have to mess with this a little bit to get it to flip. All right, these sleeves are intense. These are, puff them a little bit more. Those are some intense sleeves. All right, so the idea around this is there are a series of dolls, and they're all related to each other. It says that the collection begins in 1900. The Victorian tradition in bridal wear has passed into history, yet Elizabeth's 1900 wedding dress retains the finest bridal elements of that era. A generation passes, Elizabeth's daughter Betty is getting married. It is the heyday of the 1930s, the swing 30s. In Betty's 1930 wedding dress, Betty chooses alterations to keep up with the style of her time. Significantly, she observes tradition by retaining the key elements of the wedding gown. So they take this gown and they alter it for the 1930s with the, you know, narrative that the next bride, Betty, is the daughter of this bride, Elizabeth, and they take Elizabeth's original gown and alter it. And then the next one is for the 1960s, and it is Betty's daughter, Beth. So Beth makes significant alterations that retain the bridal tradition. And then finally, the 1990s, Beth's daughter, Lisa. Lisa walks down the aisle in the final old wedding gown, still looks as wonderful, blah, blah, blah. Lisa's 1990s wedding dress, but its heritage is unmistakable. So she, supposedly the narrative of this, you know, series is that it starts with this dress from the 1900s and goes to each daughter, 1930, 1960, 1990s, and the daughter changes the dress around. I'm going to show, I actually do have yeah, this woman did have all 4 of these dolls, so I'm going to unbox them each in a separate video. So this is the first, I guess, of 4 Ashton-Drake wedding dolls. What I'm going to do with them, I am not 100% sure at this point in time. They are awfully large dolls. They would probably be really pretty to display together, but I don't have room. I don't know where I would put these. So I'm checking some options now. The big issue is these are really big dolls, and I got the dolls in the boxes, but the boxes are not shipping boxes. And, you know, these are porcelain, so they could break, so they would have to be shipped very carefully. So I'm probably, hopefully, going to find some place close by that would take these dolls. But we'll see. If you have any suggestions, or if anybody would be interested in paying some massive big bucks for these dolls to ship to you, because they are, just the shipping is probably more than the dolls actually cost, because shipping these days is ridiculous. But yeah, what a beautiful, beautiful doll. Yeah, gorgeous dress, beautiful face. And her eyes, now her eyes are interesting. Her eyes are inset, but the lashes are painted on. Yeah, Ashton-Drake, you know, they're known for their beautiful dolls. They do a great job. Alright guys, please give this a thumbs up. Please subscribe if you haven't already. Let me know your thoughts about this doll and anything else doll related in the comments down below. Have a wonderful dolly day. Bye-bye.